Hey there, botanical bliss buddies. Today we're diving into the wonderful world of winter onions. If you're new to gardening and looking to add some homegrown flavor to your winter meals, you're in for a treat. Let's get our hands dirty and learn how to grow these cold weather champions. What are winter onions? Winter onions, also known as Japanese bunching onions or Welsh onions, are hardy plants that can withstand cold temperatures. Unlike their summer cousins, these tough guys can be planted in the fall and harvested throughout the winter and early spring. They're perfect for gardeners who want to keep their green thumbs active all year round. These versatile plants offer both flavorful green tops and small, mild-tasting bulbs, making them a valuable addition to any beginner gardener's plot. Choosing your variety. When it comes to selecting winter onion varieties, you have several options to choose from. Senshu Yellow is a popular choice, known for its golden skin and globe shape. It's particularly hardy, making it ideal for colder regions. Radar is another excellent option, especially for beginners. This white onion variety is reliable and offers a classic onion flavor. For those looking to add some color to their winter garden, the electric variety brings a vibrant red hue to the mix. If you're primarily interested in growing scallions, White Lisbon is a great choice. Remember, your local garden center or seed supplier can be an invaluable resource in helping you select varieties that are well suited to your specific climate and growing conditions. When and where to plant. Timing is crucial when it comes to winter onions. For best results, aim to plant your onions 4 to 6 weeks before the first expected frost in your area. Depending on your location, this typically falls between late September and early November. This timing allows the onions to establish a strong root system before the ground freezes, setting them up for success through the winter months. When choosing a location for your winter onions, look for a spot that receives full sun, ideally at least 6 hours of direct sunlight daily. These plants thrive in well-draining soil rich in organic matter. If your garden soil is heavy clay or sandy, consider amending it with compost to improve its structure and nutrient content. Planting your winter onions. Now that you've chosen your varieties and picked the perfect spot, it's time to get planting. Start by preparing your soil. Remove any weeds and work in some compost or well-rotted manure to enrich the soil. Create shallow furrows about 1 inch deep, spacing them 12 inches apart. This spacing allows for good air circulation, which is crucial for preventing fungal diseases. Plant your onion sets, or small bulbs, or seedlings 4 to 6 inches apart within the rows. After planting, cover them gently with soil and water thoroughly. For beginner gardeners with limited space, don't worry. Winter onions are quite adaptable. They grow well in containers too. Just ensure your pot is at least 6 inches deep and has adequate drainage holes. Container growing can also make it easier to protect your onions from extreme weather conditions. Caring for your winter onions. Once your onions are in the ground, they'll need some ongoing care to thrive. Water is crucial, but it's all about balance. Keep the soil consistently moist but not waterlogged. During rainy periods, you may need to reduce watering to prevent oversaturation. Fertilizing is another important aspect of onion care. Feed your plants with a balanced, water-soluble fertilizer every 3 to 4 weeks during the growing season. This regular feeding ensures they have all the nutrients they need to develop strong, flavorful bulbs. Mulching is a beginner gardener's best friend when it comes to winter onions. Apply a 2 to 3 inch layer of straw or shredded leaves around your plants. This mulch layer serves multiple purposes. It helps retain soil moisture, suppresses weed growth, and provides insulation against extreme cold. Lastly, don't forget to keep the area around your onions free from weeds which compete for nutrients and water. Protecting your onions from winter's worst. While winter onions are tough cookies, they can benefit from a little extra protection when the weather turns extreme. In areas with particularly harsh winters, consider covering your onion bed with a cold frame or hoop house. These structures create a microclimate that's several degrees warmer than the outside air, providing crucial protection during the coldest months. If you're not ready to invest in a permanent structure, row covers or blankets can be used on particularly cold nights. Just remember to remove these coverings during the day to allow for proper air circulation and sunlight exposure. This balance of protection and exposure helps prevent issues like fungal growth while still shielding your plants from the worst of winter's bite. Dealing with pests and diseases. Even though winter onions are generally hardy, they can still face challenges from pests and diseases. One common pest to watch out for is the onion fly. These insects lay eggs at the base of the plant, and the resulting larvae can damage your onions. Using insect netting can be an effective preventive measure. On the disease front, rust is a fungal issue that causes orange spots on leaves. To manage rust, focus on improving air circulation around your plants and avoid overhead watering. Perhaps the most serious threat is white rot, a fungal disease that can persist in soil for years. To prevent white rot, practice crop rotation and remove any infected plants immediately. Don't replant onions or related crops in the same spot for at least 8 years if white rot occurs. By staying vigilant and addressing issues promptly, even beginner gardeners can successfully navigate these challenges. Harvesting your winter onions. After months of care, it's finally time to reap the rewards of your hard work. For green onions or scallions, you can start harvesting when the tops reach about 6 to 8 inches in height. Simply pull the entire plant or cut the green tops as needed, leaving the bulb in place to regrow. If you're growing for bulb onions, patience is key. Wait until the tops begin to yellow and fall over, which usually happens in late spring or early summer. This is your signal that the onions have stored all the energy they can in their bulbs. When harvesting, gently pull or dig up the onions, being careful not to damage them. Brush off excess soil and let them cure in a dry, well-ventilated area for a few days before storing. This curing process helps extend their shelf life significantly. Storing your harvest. Proper storage is crucial to enjoying your winter onions long after harvest. For cured bulb onions, find a cool, dry place with good air circulation. A basement or garage can work well, as long as temperatures remain above freezing. Avoid storing onions in plastic bags, which can trap moisture and lead to rot. Instead, try mesh bags or even old pantyhose, which allow air to circulate freely. Green onions are a bit different. They're best stored in the refrigerator and used within a week. For longer-term storage, consider freezing chopped green onions or dehydrating bulb onions. By mastering proper storage techniques, you'll be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor well into the next growing season. And there you have it, Botanical Bliss fam. You're now equipped with the knowledge to embark on your winter onion growing adventure. Remember, gardening is all about learning and experimenting, so don't be afraid to get out there and try new things. With a little patience and care, you'll be enjoying homegrown onions in no time. Happy planting, and we'll see you in the next video.